Well, our Washington correspondent Fraser Jackson is with me on the program now. He's at the White House for us. Fraser, look, it's a symbolic meeting today, and I suppose the body language between these two presidents will be very closely watched.
Yeah, that's really what everybody is going to be watching. Of course, every time Donald Trump was in the Oval Office, his body language was very heavily scrutinized. I'm thinking especially about that time he met with Angela Merkel in a very frosty reception when he was president. And today will be no different. Of course, this is a historic day. It's the first time in quite some time that two formerly campaigning presidents have actually met each other in the Oval Office for this transfer of power. And of course, it is a picture that we've not seen for the best part of a decade, because the last time there was a transfer of power between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, of course, the invitation was not extended to Joe Biden by Donald Trump. So we're going to be watching everything very closely as the two men sit down firesides at the Oval Office and put forward what they're going to say to the press. You can see the world's media here is gathering. This, I will say, is the most amount of people I've seen at the White House in my 1-year tenure here so far. People from all over the world are here. It's just a sign of how important this new presidency is going to be and what impact Donald Trump's actions as president could have globally. So the world's press gathered here. We are told we are not going to be getting a glimpse of Donald Trump as he arrives here to the White House. It's going to be closed press. We're expecting him to maybe go in through the same entrance used by the vice president, or potentially through the south part of the White House into the Oval Office. And that is where our press pool will be meeting up with them and getting some words from both the current president and the president-elect.
And look, while we wait for that meeting to take place, Fraser, tell us a little bit about what happened a very short while ago today. This was over on Capitol Hill, Donald Trump speaking to House Republicans today. And he made, I suppose it is a joke of some description, but he talked about the idea that he could theoretically run for a third term as president.
Yes, Donald Trump has been addressing the Republican House members this morning as they symbolically choose a new leader. It's widely expected to still be Mike Johnson, but of course a similar situation is happening on the Senate side of the Congress as well. But yes, the headlines taken from that event this morning were Donald Trump saying that he could potentially run for a third term. Now, of course, that is something that many Democrats, for example, have worried about and worried that once he gets into office, he won't leave office. Of course, that was even a concern the first time that he was in office. Some comedians, like Bill Maher, for example, famously said that they didn't think Donald Trump would leave office. And of course, Donald Trump did try to retain the office by saying that the election in 2020 was unfair and that there was widespread voter fraud as well. Of course, those allegations unfounded. And then, of course, the pictures that we saw on January the 6th unfolded and went down in infamy in American history. So it will be a lighthearted joke, but of course, every word that Donald Trump says is highly scrutinized by his followers, by his detractors, and also by the world's media as well. So when Donald Trump comes here to the White House to meet with Joe Biden, I'm sure Joe Biden will have some words to say to him about that. One of the things that we've heard that Joe Biden is going to bring up to him is the importance of a peaceful transfer of power. That is why Joe Biden is holding this event that we normally see between the ending of two presidencies, the ending of one and beginning of another. We also are told that Joe Biden is going to be raising the importance of military aid to Ukraine and other foreign issues that the United States is heavily involved in as well. So it's going to be a busy day here at the White House. Of course, it's already been a busy morning on Capitol Hill as well.
Fraser Jackson, for the moment, thanks very much indeed. We will be, of course, checking in with Fraser throughout the day as we keep an eye on, as he says, what is going to be a busy day at the White House.